What's up guys? So in this video I'm going to show you guys the simplest way to calculate your risk. The simplest way, if I say simple, just trust me, the most simplest way to calculate your risks before you take a trade. You will not see this information anywhere. So before I continue, I've been getting a lot of complaints from traders that they've been having issues with blowing of accounts. They'll take signals from different platforms, and then at the end of the day they'll end up blowing their accounts. So the reason why this happens is because these traders don't know how to calculate their risk. So I'm going to show you the most simplest hack in calculating your risk. So before I go further, I want to talk about risk management. I just would spend let's say 5 minutes or less to talk about risk management. Now, I don't want to go into much details. So what is risk management? Take for instance, you have an account of $1,000, right? $1,000, and what is the best way to trade $1,000 so that you won't blow it in one trade? What is the best way to trade $1,000 so as not to blow it in one trade? Very simple. First of all, it is a rule of thumb that you must not risk more than, at least, at worst case scenario, more than 2% on a trade. So what I normally do is that whenever I have an account, let's say I have an account of $1,000, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Google. Let me just pretend like that I'm not good at maths, right? So I'm going to ask Google. I will say, what is 2%? What is 2% of 1,000? So let's see what Google will give to us. So Google is telling me that 2% of 1,000 is 20. So that simply means that if I'm going to take any trade on this account, on this $1,000 account, right, I'm not going to risk more than $20 per trade. I don't know if you understand me. If I'm going to take any trade on this $1,000 account, I am not going to risk more than $20 per trade. And also, me risking $20 per trade automatically means that I'm risking 2% per trade, because 2% of $1,000 is what? Is 20. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. I hope you guys are getting my point. So it's very simple. Before you take a trade on any account, let's say even if it is 10,000, or let's say 100,000, or let's say 10,000. Let's not go too far. You have 10,000. Okay, let me use 5,000. 5,000. Before you place a trade on this account, you must first go and you must make sure that first of all you must not risk more than 1 to 2% of that account. And to know the actual amount equivalent to that 2%, you must use this method that I'm showing you right now. So you're going to say, what is 2%? If you want to reach 2% per trade on a trade, you can say, okay, what is 2% of 5,000? So let's see what the answer would be. So 2% of 5,000 is 100. 2% of 5, that means on this 5K account, if I'm going to risk 2%, I must not risk more than $100 per trade. Now we're done with this calculation. Now back to the main question of the day. How do we translate this to our MT5? How do we translate this to our MT5 without much hassle? So let me go to my MT5 right now. I'm going to show you guys a very simple method which I use. It saves me a whole lot of stress, a whole lot. Trust me guys, when I say a whole lot, it saves me a whole lot of stress. So currently I did an analysis on VA and volatility 25, and so what I'm currently waiting for is for price to come down to this level. And so I have a pending order placed here, right? I have a pending order placed here. This is not an analysis video, so I'm not going to talk much about this analysis. So we just want to show you. I just want to show you guys how to apply proper risk management to your trade. So I already have this pending order placed, but I'm going to delete it for the sake of this tutorial. I'm going to delete it right now. Sorry, my network is fluctuating. Sorry guys, let me fix it. Network is fluctuating. Okay. Okay, so this is my MT5, right? So I want to close all these orders so that we'll close these orders. We'll close all these orders. Alright, so okay, so let me say for this particular trade, I have let me say I have an account of $10,000, right? And I want to risk, let me say I want to risk 2% of this account. So I'm going to say 2% of $10,000. Let me come here. I'm going to write $10,000. To what's 2% of $10,000? So the 2% of $10,000 is $200. That means I'm not supposed to risk, if I'm going to risk 2% of my account on a trade, I'm not supposed to risk more than $200. $200 is equivalent to what? 2%. I hope you guys understand. So I'm going to go to my MT5. So this is what I do personally to save me time. So I'll open volatility 25. I'll go to new order, right? I'll go to new order. I will now go to the least lot size on volatility 25. The least lot size. See what I'm doing? This is the list. Let me see. Not this. Okay, the least lot size on volatility 25 is 0.5 lots, right? So I'm going to like impute my trading parameters. So I want to buy on 25, as everyone can see right here. I want to buy. So I'll click on buy limit. I'll input my entry price, which is what's my entry price? 2814.5, yeah, 267. So I'll input my stop loss, which is 2796.9092. I'm going to input my take profit, which is what? 2860.6547, right? And I'm going to place trade. Remember, I want to risk 2% of my account on this trade, right? So, and of course, we know 2% of my account is $200, right? From the calculations we've made. So MT5 has given us this very simple feature. After placing the first order with the least lot size, if I click on this line, see all these parameters, you see what is being shown here. Let me use 4 hours so that we can see the levels right here. So see what's being shown here. Look at this stop loss value, $8.81, right? This simply means that on this particular trade, if this part, I'm risking $8.81 for this particular trade, meaning that if this trade does not go my way, I'll only lose $8.81. I hope you guys understand me. All right, remember now, I want to risk $200 on this trade. So I already have $8.81. Good and fine. I already have my parameters in place. So all I have to do is come to this feature right here, this clock type of feature. So I'll click on it, and then I will highlight this. Let me go back. As soon as I click on this clock icon, I will highlight it. It will bring up this line. I will highlight it to this level. I highlight my stop loss to that level. Now this is where it gets interesting. Now upon doing this, remember I want to risk $200 per trade, so I'll use this level, these arrows. This one is to reduce the lot size. This one is to increase lot size. So what am I going to do? I'm going to increase my lot size until this 9.47 becomes $200. So let's go. So this is 18. This is 109. This is 200. Do you understand? So I'm going to set my take profit parameter right now. Sorry guys, I'm going to set my take profit parameter right now. So it means I'm risking $200 per trade, which is what, 2% of my account. It's as simple as ABC. That is how I make sure I risk the right amount per trade. So this is very simple. All you have to do is to practice, and I can show you that to save you a lot of time. So when I've done all this, I'm going to like click this arrow, and then I'm going to place buy limits. As soon as I'm done placing the buy limit, remember the first order I took, I'm going to delete it. This first order was 0.50. I'm going to delete it. The reason why I placed the first trade with that order with the order with a little lot size. That is because I wanted to get the parameters on my MT5 first. As soon as I get the parameters on my MT5, then I can use this clock tool right here to, you know, see using the same parameters, but then I'll increase my lot size to know the amount I'm going to risk. So guys, that will be all for now. I hope in these few minutes from this video you've been able to learn how to, you know, calculate, you know, your lot size, you know, to know the amount you're going to risk on a particular trade. Thank you all guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.